What is going on, everybody? What's going on? This is the alternate timeline. This is TAT, another TAT episode. What episode are we on, man? Is it 10?
This the
That's
10th
episode 10.
episode.
Yeah, man, we trying to build it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we still trying to build it up. My name is Dennis Smith. I host the TAT. This is my man's Jam over here. How we doing, Jam? What's going on with you today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm ready.
Ready?
My God, I'm ready to talk it up.
All right, we got some things to talk about for sure, but I always want to check in on you personally. How are you doing? You feeling good? You doing well?
Yes, sir. I'm everything's good. Everything that I'm praying for is coming my way.
Yep.
And life is no longer living me, but I'm living life.
There we go.
So
As we should. Yeah, man, I'm good too, man. I've been back in the routine. I've been working out consistently. I got a massage and a facial today too. Got in today, saw a therapist and worked my muscles out, man. So I'm doing well. And then I go see my parents later on today. I know my mom invited me to the pool, so we'll see. Just hanging out, man. It's hot. It's hot out here. It's hot over there in Virginia?
yeah, it's been hot, but today was pretty calm. It was pretty cool.
It's like scorching up here. We're like up in the high 90s up here. It's kind of wild. Yeah, it's a rough week. Yeah, man. Let's jump right into it, man. Anything else?
Hey.
What are we reading these days, man? What's the comic thing these days? What's going on? What we doing
So
on
right
TAT?
now we got a giveaway for y'all going crazy.
Okay.
We just put it out like a little while ago today. Today's Wednesday, so we always do a giveaway for the most part on Wednesdays. We try to, but we got the Hawk Girl comic giveaway issue 1. They're on issue 2 out right now, so it gives you time to catch up for this nice mini series. And that's just to get familiar with the character. The character is gonna be coming to the big screen, live action, not live action the first time because we had her on the CW, but the big screen, I should say. And so we got to get familiar with her. So that's what that good comic is, good little mini series. So we're doing a little giveaway for that.
Okay.
And that's really the big thing that I wanted to highlight as far as the comics, man.
Okay.
I got a couple other things that I'm reading. Everybody knows the Black Panther run is currently ongoing. The new Incredible Hulk run is currently ongoing. Today, they just did a new Thor run by Al Ewing. So that's coming out, which we will be doing something special for that as well. A new Blade series is out, which we'll be doing something special for that as well.
Okay.
You already know what those are. I can't. You guys know what those are. I mean, at this point, you know what those are.
Yeah,
we'll be doing giveaways for Blade and the Immortal Thor.
Yeah.
Right after we finish this giveaway for Hawk Girl. So stay tuned for those. But that's really what's going on with the world of comics. Just still the same new Black Panther series, Incredible Hulk series. Avengers, they got a new series that's like on their 3rd issue now.
Yeah, hers is pretty good.
Yes, sir. That Batman anthology series that we did a giveaway for. It's like on the 4th run right now. I'm trying to think what else. Nightwing is coming back. All of that stuff is coming back around September. I will say in September they got a big run of stuff coming out. We got a new Captain America series. We got a new Flash series. We got a new Wonder Woman series. Green Lantern, Jon Stewart is coming with a new series. So we got some heavy hitters coming for the fall coming. You know what I mean? That's coming around. We'll talk more about the comics.
Absolutely.
We'll do no more for the comics, but I just wanted to highlight that giveaway for y'all.
Yeah.
Real quick.
So, but yeah,
Hawk Girl. Until next Wednesday, you got. Well, I should say next Tuesday because we do it. We announced the winners on the 30th.
Right.
On August 30th.
So basically what my man Jam is saying is go ahead and follow us on, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and IG. That's at the alt time, and be on the lookout for these giveaways, these prizes. We doing them like almost every week. almost every week.
Every week at this point.
At this point, almost every week. So, you know, you might get you some, you know? Get you some.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
sir.
So
And
that's basically what you're saying.
we also just did a special giveaway, a Marvel 80th anniversary
Mhm.
Funko for our Twitter or X, once again, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
We just did a special giveaway for that for our 100 followers, and we appreciate y'all because now we are pushing past that. And
Yeah.
we appreciate everybody that follows. And
Always.
like I said, man,
Always.
follow. And check out the pages. Subscribe to the channel.
I was just about to say, you know what?
Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, super smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Go follow Jam on his Twitch. You know, my boy's an affiliate now. That will be in the description below as well.
Sir. Yes, sir.
What else we got? Anything else to plug in?
Hey, man.
Discord. We just started a new Discord. And Discord connects all of the things that we're doing. So it's even some other content creators that like besides me and Jam got their stuff in the Discord as well. And just come in, hang out, talk that talk. Still building that out. I'd like to see the growth in that soon, hopefully. So yeah, that's it for all the plugs, man. We can get into. I mean, let me tell you, I'm reading some Thunderbolts right now. I'm reading some. I'm on a Thunderbolts issue right now.
Hey man, send me that issue number 1, so I can update your
reading list for sure.
Update your reading list for the stories.
I'm on Thunderbolts right now. I'm like in between things. I'm following a guide. I'm in between the House of M and Civil War, so I'm like reading a guide that tells me to read like these 5 issues of Thunderbolt. So I'm that's where I'm at. Pretty interesting. They're like, it's Thunderbolts and Avengers. They're like kind of clashing, but there's like an unknown. I haven't unlocked the mystery of why they're clashing right now. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Got you. As far as past comics that I'm reading, I'm reading a Captain. I just finished the Immortal Hulk series. Trying to catch up from all of the comics that I was reading from 2020, and then I stopped reading comics because of the COVID and collecting them. So I finished reading the Immortal Hulk series, and now I'm reading what is it? Let me check. I think it's the 2005 run or 4 run of. I'll tell you right now. 2004 to 2011 run of Captain America. And that's basically like the Winter Soldier. He comes. It's the first time the Winter Soldier is ever in like he comes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back. Okay. So thought it was pretty interesting. Figured I'd read that. It's been a while since I read something Captain America, and I thought it would get me nice and going for Cap's new series that's coming out in September. So. And
now this Cap is it Sam Wilson's Cap?
Nah, this is Steve.
It's Steve coming back. Okay, cool.
This is Steve. So this is it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting for the September run. It's like him going back in time to before he was Captain America or something like that. So it'll be like pre-skinny, like the skinny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be interesting.
All right. I see. Interesting.
But look, man. Speaking of comics, we just had a weekend, let's say a comic book movie drop this weekend.
Did one happen, huh? Is that what happened?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Or you want to go first, or you want me to go first? You go first.
Nah, I'm gonna let you bring it in.
Let me bring it in. All right, man. Because I have a different. Actually, I want you to go first because I have a different angle. Angle about it that I'm kind of upset with, but like, I'm gonna bring that out, but I'm gonna let you go first. Go ahead. Bro.
Okay. All right. So just dive right in. Blue Beetle came out like last weekend, and I finally got a chance to see it this Monday. So today's Wednesday. I got a chance to see it Monday, and I really enjoyed it. Let's talk about it, y'all. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was really solid. I gave it like an 8 out of 10. If I had to review, we don't really do reviews, guys. We just talk about what we enjoyed. But if I had to scale it, I would give it an 8 out of 10. So what is that, like a 4 out of 5? B, what is that, B?
Yeah, solid B. Solid, straight solid.
B, solid. It was solid.
I went home happy with a B on my report card.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was overall a solid movie. I had no complaints. I love the fact that it went like, it was like it was really just cheesy. Like, it was so cheesy. It went real left field with the cheesiness.
Yeah.
super cheesy, but at the same time, it was grounded enough to give you that realism. And I
Yeah.
thought they did a really good job with that in the family dynamics, the humor, things like that. But overall, man, I think the thing that caught me the most was like the Hispanic and Latin
Yep.
culture and influence. I thought that was great. They did a really good job. They went in a lot of issues in the community without going too deep in the context, like with immigration and deportation, and how like the white man could basically take your life from the beginning of a childhood to the end of your life, like, and just make so much. Also with the, like, again, not just deportation and immigration, but the generational like trauma that causes through through your generations, through adulthood, and the kids that you have afterwards. So it was just overall a really good movie. Again, and they went deep without going too
without really
it touched on a lot of issues that I thought was really great.
I agree.
The world building was awesome. It was its own like world, like, but it felt like it could still be placed in another world, which we all know James Gunn is building the DCU, and I thought that was done really well. I'm really excited for, spoiler alert, everybody knows we've been talking about, we always do spoilers, but spoiler alert, the post credit scene or mid credit scene with Ted Kord, Ted Kord being alive. My biggest theory is that we know there's a Booster Gold TV show coming around. Ted Kord has to be with Booster Gold in the future, or something, right? Like, it just makes sense. It just those two, they just go together. And he said he's alive, so where else would he be? But with Booster Gold, which we know a show is coming, right?
You said in the future, is what you're saying.
I'm thinking he's in the future with Booster. Booster, something happened. Booster needed Ted. You know what I mean? Like, just makes sense. But that's just really all I felt like for Blue Beetle, man. Like, I just really loved it. As the Afro-Latino myself, I really wish more people supported this movie.
Right.
It hurts that it's not like this movie was supposed to be the one. And now we all know the strike. We get it. The strike impacted a lot of this, as well as they're saying the hurricane too. But I don't think it was just that. I think it's deeper than that. They didn't push for this. They didn't push it. They should have.
That's my issue with this whole thing.
I'm a little disappointed in that.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you're watching this and you're thinking and you have any doubts about going to see Blue Beetle, listen, my peoples, I could speak Spanish for y'all if y'all want to.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Drop some bars, bro. Drop some bars, bro.
Y'all need to go see this movie. I'm gonna tell you right now. You just need to go see this movie. You need to go see this movie. If you support any Hispanic or Latin people, go see this movie. If you really like superhero movies in any aspect, go see this movie. If you like comic books, go see this movie. It was solid, man. It was solid. And I think a lot of people would enjoy this movie more than they did others. We'll leave it at that.
Gotcha. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying is the Latino part, the Spanish part, that's what drew me to the movie more than the superhero part, actually. You know what I'm saying? A good chunk of my life, I spent around Latinos and Spanish people, and like, my ex was Puerto Rican, right? And they nailed the whole family aspect to a T. Like, it was like, damn, I felt like I've been around that same type of household in my life. So it's like kind of crazy how they nailed that. And the movie just has a lot of heart. It has a lot of heart. In a different way, like in a very real way, like you were saying. Like, they touched on some real things that Latino families and generations of families deal with, and they really went crazy on that. And now my issue is that they didn't market that. Like, the marketing of this movie was terrible, in my opinion. Like, they really needed to show that part. Like, this movie actually had, because if the marketing doesn't show that at all to me. What they pushed was like
do it justice.
What they pushed was like a hollow superhero movie, but nah, it's really got some deep stuff in there. And I think that like you were saying, a lot of people need to see it. I think it also suffers from two things, basically. There's a disconnect with the people that run the marketing at Warner Brothers, executive, people in suits, white people in suits or whatever, don't really know that side of things. Like they don't know the like Spanish side of things. So like to me, it's sad that this movie is getting around basically through word of mouth, and the damn actors and actresses are promoting it better than WB is, in my opinion. Yeah, like I watched what's his name, Solo? Is that how you pronounce his name, Solo?
Zolo.
Zolo, yeah. I watched him do a freestyle on Sway in the Morning, and I was like, no, yeah, he's got charisma. He's kind of got some swag. He's got some swag. That made me go see it off that alone. I was like, okay, this guy's kind of nice. And you saw that charisma in his performance. I thought he did a very, very good job. I like that.
He was Jaime.
He was Jaime. Yeah, Jaime. Yeah.
He was Jaime. He was Jaime. Bro.
Yeah, I like how. And then okay, before I get into what I like, the second issue to me was just a couple months back. They swore that The Flash was the greatest superhero movie of all time, and I think it's safe to say that it's not. It was solid. I think it's solid. It's solid. A lot of people said it was solid. It was good. No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet. Because is it out on Max yet?
I think so.
It's all right. I need to sit down and watch it.
Maybe I don't know.
I need to sit down and watch it. But I heard it's solid. Right. But when you market something like that, I think they went so hard on the marketing for that movie that and then they got the response that they got, that it hurt Blue Beetle in a way, because it's like a couple months after. What do you say? You can't sit there and be like, no, this is the greatest movie of all time. You can't really say that. But I felt like all the effort that went into Flash should have went into the Blue Beetle, since this is what you're.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? This is your first thing in the DCU, especially James Gunn. I feel like they should have went way harder on Blue Beetle and getting people to watch it.
Well, they did say that James Gunn did say that Blue Beetle will be in the DCU moving forward.
He did say that. I still wish that he would have pushed harder with that, though. I feel like this should have this is the one kind of thing. Like, this is our one.
You know what I would say before you get into the what you liked about the movie. I think the thing with DC is that their fans are harder. Comic book fans are harder on DC than they are on Marvel. Yeah. And fans in general have gotten really nitpicky and hard on just everything in general. But with DC, it's because they've been. I don't want to say they sucked, because I like DC.
Yeah, they've been down a little bit.
They struggled. For a very long time, to the point that it's just hard to. They need a movie, they need 5 straight movies that are
they need a couple bangers in a row. Yeah,
you know what I mean, that's what it is. So I think that well, tell me what you were found fascinating about the movie besides what we discussed.
I like how Blue Beetle, like you were saying, Blue Beetle is very grounded as well. Like it said, it dealt with some real type things, I would say obviously you have the family thing, but then you have he's relatable in a way like Spider-Man is, kind of, where he's just trying to get a job. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to get a job. That's a lot of people out here. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, and I just like the characters. Just seeing that family, like I was saying, reminded me of Spanish families that I've seen and I've been kind of with in my life. So. Like the crazy Tio that's got he crazy, what's his name that plays it, George Lopez. The dad is the proud dad, and the mom is the glue. Abuela be going crazy, you know what I'm saying? They really nailed that. I really love what they did there. And I feel like they nailed that. I like the whole synchronization of him and Kaju. I like that whole part too. I think that was pretty clever. How it was a symbiote kind of thing. I really enjoyed that. I know I feel like you could see that they took inspirations from a lot of different things, but I really enjoyed different movies. But I really enjoyed that
Iron
though.
Man, Venom,
I really enjoyed that. And I'm actually really interested to know more about Kaju. I feel like they could kind of get deeper into where that's actually from, the scarab and stuff that, because they said it was alien tech.
Did you see that in the intro of the movie that she hit a green light today they announced that the green light was a Green Lantern.
Oh, did they? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
today they announced that it was a Green Lantern. How much you want to bet that was so in one of the comics that the movie is inspired by, it's called Graduation Day.
Yeah.
Jaime meets or he he talks with Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet that they can make Guy Gardner and Green like them meet up in one of the movies or something like that?
Oh yeah, for sure. He's already kind of have like the Kaju can basically make whatever he imagines. You know, Green Lantern. I wouldn't say it's like similar, but they got some similarities that I'm like, yeah, they could.
Yeah.
They could.
Anything you can think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was hard.
I can create.
That was hard.
I like that she didn't feel like Friday either. Like
yeah. No, yeah.
She felt different.
I love that she learned from Jaime and his family. I love that. Like she picked up on like, okay, Jaime doesn't kill. Like, because she could have been like, bro, Blue Beetle learning to kill, like being somebody that was like bad and killing. That's an issue in itself. That would have been an issue. But
you never seen Young Justice.
No, I haven't. I've heard about it. The person I went to go see it with was telling me about it. I was like, oh, that sounds nice. That sounds nice.
Boy, listen. They could go a lot. They could go, and the reach. They could go very far with. I'm actually looking to personally find. I'm on the hunt myself. I might try to go tomorrow to grab something. Look into the comic stores and grab it. But I'm on the hunt for the Graduation Day book. It's a book of Graduation Day for Jaime Reyes. I'm trying to just get more into Jaime comics, man, and we'll showcase it on the alternate timeline as well. As y'all know, we love showcasing all things in this world, in our pure escapism world.
Yep.
But that's really like all I got for the Blue Beetle, man. I loved it. I'm just glad that we loved it.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm glad we agree on a lot of it. Like I wish more people supported this movie.
I did too. Because people need to see it, man. People should go see it. And I love that it's a standalone thing. Like what you were saying, it's a standalone Blue Beetle movie, but it can, like, if they want to throw him into some other stuff and with our team ups or whatever, they can definitely do it. But I love how it stands by itself. They didn't feel the need to be like try to connect something. It's a Blue Beetle movie.
No crazy references. No crazy. Like, I mean, it was subtle. It was subtle. It was like subtle. It was the devil was in the details. There was no like blah cameos. It didn't feel anything. Nothing felt forced. The whole movie. It was a little cheesy. Yeah, but it was like a comic book. It felt like comic book screen.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what a comic book is. It's cheesy. So I don't know. I loved it. # Blue Beetle Battalion.
Right.
I'll make sure y'all see this.
Go see it, man. It's a good movie. I just feel like Warner Brothers failed them in the marketing department. That's all I gotta say, man. I feel like they failed that movie a little bit.
Not only did they fail they failed the movie, but they failed the fans.
The fans,
you know what I mean? Like they failed the fans.
Yeah.
But I tell you who didn't fail the fans.
Talk about
right
it.
now. I'll tell you who didn't fail the fans.
Talk about it.
Disney Plus deciding to drop Ahsoka on Tuesday nights.
Bro.
Praise God, praise Allah, praise Buddha, whoever you praise him. Jesus. Listen.
No way.
Listen. They dropped it on Tuesday, 9 p.m., y'all.
Hold on, repeat that, bro. What time, bro?
9 p.m.
Oh my God.
About this for how
bro,
long now?
Yo, since I started making content.
They watching us.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Saying, we just want our coins. Give us our coins.
Yo, it makes such a big difference, man.
We got Ahsoka, y'all.
We got Ahsoka,
Look,
man. They
dropped it last night, and today we are getting to talk about it.
Yes.
Praise him.
Before we get into that, we have watch parties going on. So we had a watch party for episode 1 and 2. Those are fun. Definitely join us. We just chill. We watch. You got the timer up there. And we hang out and just, we try not to talk too much while you're watching it. But, it's a balance. It's good, though. It's fun. And we're just hanging out, chilling.
It's like a basketball game.
Yeah. A little commentary here and there. Hang out in the chat, man. Just talk, what we're reacting to what we're seeing on the TV screen, man. But yeah, episode 1 and 2. They was doing that damn thing, man. I was sitting there, and as soon as she's on screen, I'm sitting there looking like, damn, like we really getting the homegirl on screen.
I used to pray for times like this.
Yeah, man. That is I know a lot of people's favorite Star Wars characters. She's definitely my favorite Star Wars character. So just very glad to have her, more content with her for sure. And yeah, go ahead, man. Talk about episode 1 and 2 if you don't mind.
So I mean, spoilers alert for
spoilers.
Spoiler alert. But we're gonna just dive right in. So it was beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people be mixed reviews on it, mixed bags. Some people saying it was slow.
Yeah.
It was dragging. I tell you right now, it was the perfect blend of that balance for people that didn't know who the rebels were and getting to know them, and people who already knew them with subtle like remarks and hints and stuff from the past. Like it was really good balance between that. I don't think the pacing was slow at all. What, if anything, for me, what it did was, and I don't think anybody's talking about this, but it really focused on the fact that we're getting this character live action in her own show for the first time. Like, we've gotten her live action in The Mandalorian, but that was just one episode, so the pacing had to be quick. Whereas this, we really got to capture the essence of Rosario Dawson playing Ahsoka. Like, we actually got to be embraced in that. And so for me, I loved it. Like Dennis said, Ahsoka's one of my favorite Star Wars characters, probably top 3, if not top 5. If not top 3, she's top 5. Like, I don't know. I'm not doing a ranking right now, but she was great. Rosario Dawson was great. And I love to see my biggest thing was, not biggest thing, but one of my biggest things I would say is just to see the women-led cast. Like it was beautiful. Like it was mainly women in this forefront of this cast. Like at least the first 2 episodes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's Ahsoka, it's Hera. Shout out to Hera. Shout out to the actress. I don't know her name playing Hera, but Sabine. These characters live act, like we're getting these characters live action for the first time. At least these Rebels characters for the first time. Live action, and it's beautiful. You know, like and then even the villain, like one of the main villains, the apprentice Sith.
She's dope.
Her name.
She's dope.
She was great.
Yeah.
The villain from Mandalorian when season 2, when Ahsoka was there, she makes the reappearance. Just like all
the Night Sister
was really great to see. The Night Sister, right? Like it's really great to see this women-led cast. The world building.
Yeah.
I mean,
the music on point.
Star Wars, but like, it's just what they're doing with it. Like he said, the music crazy. It's just great, man.
Ships were flying. Really great. Lightsabers were sabering. You know what I'm saying?
They was just hitting on every. They were just hitting on every. Man. Like,
and
I have no complaints.
We got to see the GOAT Chopper, so you know. That's another. We got to see
the War Devil himself.
Chopper be acting up. You know what I'm saying? He be letting it fly. Got to see Chop.
Bro, did you even see what he said when he was like, can't we just shoot them out this gun? He was like, no, because then they'll drop like the payload or something all on the port and it'll kill everybody. He was like, is that bad? Like, he's like, is that bad?
And then we got
like, what?
Who cares? We also got the other droid from before. Huyang? Is it Huyang? Huyang? Yeah.
Professor Hu Yang. He was teaching.
Bro, preach. Preach. His little talk with Sabine after she had got hit, bro. He was going in. I ain't gonna lie.
He was the realest one.
He
was real, bro.
For sure.
It was real. When she was trying to hack in the code and it was about to blow up their head, and he was like, bruh. Telling Hera, he was like, yeah, you want her to do it because you're not here.
Yeah, you a hologram right now. You not here. I'm not trying to explode right now. I just got my parts back together. I'm good.
Bruh, he was hilarious.
Hilarious, dog.
I want to dive into the fact that they're like, Ahsoka was really looking for. She wasn't even. I feel like, so let's talk about this.
Yeah.
I feel like she wasn't really looking for Ezra.
Not yet. Well, hold on. Because, not at that point. because well, this first two episodes were just like the in between of I feel like what happened. Because remember they ended the second episode with the epilogue of Rebels, like how that ended.
Right.
So I feel like they were just kind of filling in a little bit of stuff here and there. But now they about to go see this. They about to go find this dude. Because now they got the key, right?
I think this episode. It ends with Rebels, but it still takes place after that episode of The Mandalorian season 2 because the Night Sister is there.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like at the beginning when Ahsoka, so the episode starts with Ahsoka getting the key. The little sphere, the map, the map or whatever. Yeah. I think she was looking for. I don't think she was looking for Ezra. I'm thinking she's looking for Thrawn. I mean, she's looking for both.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think her focus is more so on
Thrawn for sure.
Thrawn. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Than it is for Ezra.
What did she say? She says she goes where she's needed. She goes where she's needed. That was big. That was big time. I thought that was a big point right there. Like, okay, she don't just go just because you got this family over here and Ezra, you miss Ezra. Like, she don't just do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She go where she needed. So
there was another quotable there in there. She had a lot of quotables, but there was another quotables in there when it was like, it was like, you just know.
Yeah.
And so do they.
And so do they. Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. The apprentice master thing. Yeah. That was fire.
Great.
So yeah, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm just kind of take a step back here with Star Wars. You know, I'm kind of doing the Star Wars. So I don't really like dive anything, too deep into it. I don't get too critical with it or anything like that. I've always just enjoyed the simplicity of Star Wars and I think we were having this conversation yesterday with like, and I agree with you, like Star Wars just be like pushing things forward, lightsabers, force, all that kind of stuff. The flash of Star Wars, always love it. I've always loved the simplicity of Star Wars, like the pockets of people that just, but like me as a Star Wars fan, I really resonate with Ahsoka, like big time, like more than people know, because she, picked up everything she knew and left the Jedi thing, right? She saw like the corruption in the Jedi, like she's like, oh, it's not always groovy over here. So she picked up and left and did her own thing, but she didn't stray too far away where she would go dark or anything. She kept a lot of her teachings and morals close to her on her journey. And like this really resonates with me because I kind of did something similar where, I was in Cincinnati or Kentucky and I picked up, and left everyone that I knew and loved, and went to New York, for 5 years by myself on some independent stuff, right? Just to kind of seek that. And New York is a place where you can get lost in that city. You know what I'm saying? Like you can lose yourself in that city easily. It's almost like freshman year in college where like you get those freshman dropouts all the time because they just go to college and go crazy or whatever. It's almost like that kind of feeling in New York. But I've always kept like my morals and things, I've learned along the way, family stuff always close to me, and that always like pulled me through with that. So when I was watching Clone Wars for the first time while I was in New York, this character really resonated with me. Yeah, like big time, man. Like I really connect with her. I bang with Ahsoka heavy, bro. So that's why she's one of my favorite characters. And just seeing her live action, she's just fire. Like the way Rosario Dawson she captures the essence of Ahsoka very well. She's so controlled. Everything is so controlled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's always under control and careful. She thinks about what she says and how that might impact somebody close to her and something like that.
To me, Ahsoka is Anakin if he would have stayed on the light side.
On the light side, yeah. Anakin was also kind of a hothead too, though, was he not?
Well, what I mean by that though is like how you were talking about, like how she left the light side.
Right.
Like she basically left the Jedi because she didn't believe in their beliefs, but she kept all of their morals and stuff. I felt like that was that could have been Anakin. You know what I mean? Like he didn't have to be a Jedi by the title,
right? But
like
he could have,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think. But he was also a hothead. He was very much a hothead.
Nah, yeah. Go ahead.
Nah, what you go ahead.
Yeah, just the finishing thoughts on Ahsoka. Like, she's, to me, I just love how Rosario plays her and how she's always like, even when she was like upset with Sabine, when she was talking to Hera, she was very like, she sounded like an upset mother. We was joking, like she sounded like an upset mother. Like,
Yeah,
she's very heated, but she was under control, which is what I love about her, that character. Like, she always has like control of her life, is what she feels like. Like, she's ascended mentally, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I really love that about the character and how
Well, I
Rosario
was
does
gonna
that.
say, let's get dive deep into it. So I
Go
mean,
ahead.
with the show starts episode 1 with her looking for this map,
Right.
essentially, right?
Right.
And or no, it actually starts with 2 Jedi, the Sith or whatever, the
Yeah.
Jedi
Yeah.
that are evil now, because they're not Sith, but they're not Jedi. They're like crossing the boundaries right
Yeah.
now. I feel like
Yeah.
they're on the way down. You know what I mean? Like, and so they take over. They free the Night Sister that Ahsoka caught in season 2 of The Mandalorian, and so they get away. And then the show starts with Ahsoka basically on Arachna, which is a planet that is an ancient planet from the Night Sisters or whatever of Dathomir, the Night Sisters of Dathomir. She finds the map, which is like a key, and takes it to Hera. Hera's like, "Hey, and this is all of this is like building up to the characters getting reunited. You seeing them for the first time in live action and all of that.
Yeah.
And so Hera's basically like, "Yo, we need to go take this to Sabine. She could help." They go to Lothal, which this is our first live action of Lothal, basically, you know what I'm saying, which is awesome.
Yeah.
They got the mural up of the gang
group.
of the rebels, the group, the gang, the crew. And then we get our first live action of Sabine. I'm gonna pause right there because for me, it's cool to see Sabine. Sabine is like, we all know she's a Mandalorian, and so I wanted to touch on this because as Ahsoka gets reacquainted with Sabine, you find out that during this time period that we haven't witnessed, that Ahsoka was training Sabine. And so I want to pause there because to me, that's a very important fact. We don't really know. They don't really state it, or well, they kind of do in the show throughout the series, that Sabine wasn't talented in the ways of the Force. She didn't, like, Hu Yang says it in, like, I think it's episode 2.
Right.
He's like, you were trash at it. He's like, I've trained people for like 500 years and you are by far the lowest. Crazy to think about. But that's basically, he's telling her, like, you just have to work like much harder than everybody else. You know what I mean? And so I say all that because, again, the first episode we find out that she's being trained by Ahsoka, or she's been trained by Ahsoka. And so I want to give y'all a theory real quick because this ties into the episode 2. So my theory, I had to take the glasses off for y'all.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, oh shit.
My theory is Sabine is going to deal with that movie plan that the Star Wars has, like, Lucasfilm has planned out for Mandalorian and essentially like that I guess that Mando stuff. I believe Sabine could be that Force user who is also the ruler of Mandalore, like in charge of Mandalore. We don't know because right now it's Bo-Katan, but who's to say? Because she is the one that is in charge of the Force. She could be the one that helps Grogu, deal with the whatever that monster is in the water. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who knows? Like, I'm just saying. But that's just a theory.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to get y'all that theory.
That's it makes sense. Like, if she is able to wield it, it's almost like they were kind of hinting at like she could probably get there.
She can get there.
She can get there. If she can, she would be and she's a Mandalorian, that she could be up there. She could be up there ruling that thing.
Be up there.
She could be next in line. And Sabine, man, she's talented, dude. We forget she was once holder of the dark saber.
The dark saber herself, and she could use it.
And she could use it. And now she holds Ezra's sword. So it's like, or Ezra's lightsaber. Yeah. So it's like,
but it's hers now.
It's hers now.
Us that it's hers because she made not modifications to it.
Yeah.
And so to continue on with the first episode, it basically gets all the characters reacquainted once again. And, you get familiarized with the characters, where they've been up to, where they've been. and then it showcases the Night Sister walking with
The other two.
the other two,
Yeah.
the Jedi, that the Jedi and his apprentice who have fallen,
Yeah.
and they basically find this galaxy that's not a part of our that's not a part of the galaxy far away. It's
Yeah.
Star Wars universe, like
Yeah.
so there's a whole nother galaxy.
Big time.
I think this is huge. It's
Huge.
big because a lot of people have known, you know, before Disney acquired Star Wars, they used to make Star Wars books and comics through, I think it was Image, or no, was it Dark? I think it was Dark Horse, something like that. But there used to be Star Wars books and comics, and there used to be another galaxy that invaded ours, and Luke had to like fight them off, and it was like a whole thing. So they're basically paying homage to that. That's where Thrawn is. That's where Thrawn is this whole time. Is he's been in this other universe that essentially they can't get to by easy means, because it's through a pathway to Pereira, they call it, which is a pathway through basically like time and space. And so, the Night Sister can hear Thrawn calling for her.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to, with the key, they're trying to find a way. And they're basically talking about how this galaxy is like a ancient galaxy. It's way bigger than our galaxy. And it's like some ancient, old galaxy where I'm thinking, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I think this might have to deal with the Acolyte. And I think that's maybe where the Force comes from. And holocrons and the Sithcrons and the Jedi holocrons and things like that. Like, that's just my theory. That's my second theory. That was a theory I forgot to tell you yesterday when we were doing the watch party. But I'm thinking that maybe the holocrons, the Sithcrons, and the Force itself can come from that other galaxy, and we can find more. We can find out more about that in the Acolyte.
Well, we'll know. We'll see if Acolyte touches on that. But if they don't, we'll know for sure from that movie, because they did announce one of those movies will be telling the origins of like the Force. Yeah. So we're definitely gonna know one way or another. So for sure.
So we'll get there. But and that's basically like the first episode. You know, after they're talking or whatever. They basically the Sith master. Let's call him the Sith master at this point. He basically tells his apprentice, "You need to go to Lothal and get with the key or whatever." Like Ahsoka has it over whatever. And so Shorty pulls up on Sabine. And they get it cracking. And it's a good fight. Like, Sabine's holding her own for a while, which, I've seen, like, we talked about it yesterday. Like, do we feel like she's playing with her a little bit?
Yeah.
Could be. But she basically stabbed her in the abdomen, like, off to the side.
Yep.
And that's how first episode ends.
Right.
So episode 2, it ends. So episode 1 ends off with
Sabine, which I was not expecting.
All like, oh man, nobody was expecting that. So episode 2 basically starts off with her like waking up in the hospital, and Ahsoka's mad at her, really mad at her, like, Mom, like you got stabbed, and I'm not with it. And so her and Sabine basically go off on like a mission for the most part to essentially find out like where they took the key. And so from there they go to where you were just talking about, the planet. They're basically like, it's like a junkyard planet. It's like a junkyard planet. And you find out that the junkyard planet, everybody still is loyal to the Empire. And they're building stuff and transporting stuff and all of this stuff still for there's really no Empire left, but they're doing it through their own means, essentially.
Homeboy said it too. Hey, boy said, for the Empire. For the Empire! Hell nah.
Nah, bro, out here doing the Hitler joint, bro. Like, and so basically, Ahsoka tries to stop them, and she gets into it with this person who has a droid with him. She scraps the droid, easy money, of course. Yeah. But she fights. We don't know who it is because Ro got the mask, or Sis got the mask. So a lot of people have been speculating. I want y'all to let us know in the comments, like, who do you think it is? I think it's Ezra. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm thinking it's Ezra.
That's
man.
I think
it's Ezra. I'm
just dropping the ball right now. That's crazy if it was. But you gotta explain why though. Why would that? Or like, how could it be Ezra? You gotta explain how.
I think maybe Thrawn brainwashed him, or something happened to where him and Thrawn.
So basically, it's like Thrawn won.
Like a bypass. Nah, maybe they came to it a bypass where it's like Thrawn was like, "Yo, like we're trapped over here, and this universe is like this galaxy is worse,
it's crazy
than ours."
Okay.
And it's like we need to stop this before they come to our universe. So we need to team up. And Ezra's like, "You're right." Boom. Like it could just be that, and then.
But why would Ezra come? Why would Ezra go? But why would he wear all of that and with the red saber?
I've seen his name. They said that his name is he's the fifth or sixth brother. I've seen that too. That his name is Moderick or something like that. So I don't know. We will have to see.
It's just super interesting that they showed a character like that and didn't really give us much. Yeah, they kept his face covered and didn't give us much, but we're obviously going to see him, and it's obviously going to be some kind of reveal when he unmasks, hopefully. So we'll see, man.
Yeah. But I mean, they get into it, they scrap. Ahsoka's basically showing off her master skills at this point because she's really like a Jedi master almost.
She moving.
She moving, she grooving, she doing what it do. And then from there, I mean, the episode basically comes to it's more so like it's like a dog fight.
Yeah, they send the tracker. They got the Hera. Which was really nice because I feel like
Chopper.
Hera. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say Chopper. He just throws the tracker on there. We can see Chopper and his war menace. He's a war menace. He's a menace.
For sure.
He's a menace.
I really loved seeing Hera. I feel like she needs more screen time for sure because she's one of my favorite characters in Rebels. But seeing her, drive the ship, steer the ship was nice. That's her thing, right? Like she's really good. She's a really good pilot. So yeah, she was bobbing and weaving, and I was like, okay, there we go. You know what I'm saying? Weave. No, she was doing her thing. I have a question for you and the chat in the comments if you're listening. I asked this question in the watch party, but we have 8 episodes of Ahsoka. We've done 1 and 2. We have not seen Zeb, and we have not seen Ezra. What episode do you think we would see both of them? What episode?
I don't know if Zeb is gonna be.
You don't think Zeb's gonna be in the show at all?
Only because, man, I don't know. Only because
of where he was in Mandalorian.
In Mandalorian, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But it's a possibility.
You gotta have Zeb.
Ezra. As far as Ezra, I'm thinking like episode 4.
Episode 4. That's what I think too.
I didn't know it was 8 episodes. I thought it was 6. So I was saying episode 3 or 4. Now I'm saying like 4 or 5.
Right.
I'm leaning more towards 5, to be honest.
Let us know in the comment section below what you think. What episode we see Ezra and possibly Zeb if he's in the show. What episode y'all think
if they do Zeb? So maybe it's 4 for Ezra. Like they show him at the end of 4, and then 5 it starts off with him. If they do Zeb is like episode 7, and then he's there for the finale in 8.
Man, why would they wait on Zeb like that? That's crazy.
Right. I'm telling you, because it's a Ahsoka show. It ain't the Rebel show, all right?
They saying it's Rebel 2.0.
They saying it's Rebel Part 2. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I feel like if Zeb is in this, I feel like he's next episode, 3 episodes, or no, next episode or the 4th. I think he's early rather than late.
I can see that, and they save Ezra for later.
Yeah, because I feel like Ezra's the one that you would save for later.
He's the chosen one.
He's the chosen. You know what I'm saying?
He's not, but we just like to say that.
He's my chosen one, man. He's my chosen one. That's all.
Okay. So basically, after the dog fight, they go back to check on Sabine, and Sabine has to go through this like whole ritual of like getting herself prepared to join Ahsoka and find Ezra. And that was the way they did that was beautiful because it transitions into the live action version of the epilogue from Rebels. They basically give us the live action version of Rebels, shot for shot, scene for scene. It was beautiful. That boy Dave Filoni was the meme where SpongeBob is like, and give me some of these, and some of these, and some of these. Bro was going in, bro. He was right,
penmanship.
bruh. And I mean, that kind of brings us to the end of Ahsoka episode 2.
Episode 2. Episode 3 is gonna be lit, man. They off to go. They going out there.
What's your speculation for episode 3? What's your speculation?
Man, I think that that's a good question because it's Sabine and Ahsoka in the ship, and they're going. I think they're going to. They're gonna run into something. Like, I feel like the whole episode's not gonna be in space on a ship, right? Like, they're gonna run into something, stop somewhere.
I think they pull in. You know the trailer where she's fighting, bro, and he's holding her down and she's using the force on her lightsaber.
Yeah,
I think that's happening in this episode.
Okay.
I think that's early. They're not showing us that in the trailer, and it's not.
Everything trailers is early trailers.
Like, it's early stuff. Yeah, you feel me? Like, and then they build new trailers for later on.
Right.
So that's just what I'm assuming. I think they're gonna pull up on that planet where they found the key, and she's gonna see the pathway to Pereira.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called, Pereira, something like that.
Why would they go there and not like go straight to wherever they're tracking them at?
That was where I think they're tracking them to. That's what I'm saying. I think that is where they track.
Oh, they're still. So you're saying they're still there, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think that's their home base or whatever.
Okay, got you.
Like the home planet, but not home planet, but like the base planet or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? We just speculate.
So I think you're right. I think you're right. I think they pull up right there then probably, and then it's gonna be like because it's gonna be like a race to who's the first to go to this other galaxy kind of thing. That's what it feels like.
You think we're gonna see the other galaxy?
See, now that's tough. That would be crazy if they did that. That'd be kind of crazy.
I tell you what. If we exploring galaxy far, far away, I don't know about Ahsoka going into another galaxy, but I need Ahsoka going into a video game.
Ain't that right?
I tell you what, I need Ahsoka in a video game. She needs to at least be in the next Jedi, whatever. Cal Kestis. Cal Kestis should be in this show live action.
Yeah.
And she should be in his video games. Let's talk about it.
Let me tell you something, bro. That shit in development right now. I know it hasn't come out yet, but it's got to be in development. A video game is in development. Yeah, it's got to be. It's too much money there, and the way she be moving, bro, is so wavy. Like she's perfect for a video game. Literally perfect.
But where do you put that in the time hold? Where do you put that in place? Where does the game take place?
Good question. Let's see how this ends.
Let's see how this ends, and then we go with that.
Let's see how this ends. And
okay. I think that brings us to the end of our Ahsoka segment.
Right.
But since we was on the topic of video games, y'all do know Gamescon is going on right now, 2023. I'm gonna pull up the list, man. Let's pull up the list. Let's see what we got here.
What we got, man?
For Gamescon. A lot of games have been announced. I can tell y'all right now, I know exactly what I'm excited for. Mortal Kombat 1 comes out next month. Woo! Listen, I'm not the biggest Mortal Kombat fan, but I figured this was the best time to like dive into Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Like, it's the first one. Why not just dive into it? I know Starfield is coming out.
I've been seeing some of those clips of Mortal Kombat online, and I'm like, them executions is kind of crazy. People be loving that stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I can do it, but I'll be watching. I'll watch on your Twitch.
There you go. Check me out on the stream.
I'll tune in.
But yeah, Starfield is supposed to be a really, really popular game. Look, me and Dennis do not have Xboxes. We do not PC games, so we are unfortunately gonna pass on this one. But I will tell you, I've heard of nothing but great things. It's supposed to be the big game of this year, potential game of the year game. So I definitely wanted to bring it up. I've been thinking about just trying to get an Xbox just to play this freaking game because I passed on Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I know like I said, that's gonna be a big one. They also put out the trailer for Rebel Moon. I want to talk about that really quickly.
Real quick.
Rebel Moon looks real good, y'all. We don't know much about the story, obviously, other than it's Zack Snyder written.
Yeah.
The movie Zack Snyder directed, effects by Zack Snyder and somebody else. So it's basically a Zack Snyder all up and down film. It looks like Game of Thrones, Star Wars.
Yeah,
It looks like Game of Thrones, Star Wars, and I'm with it.
yeah.
I'm
It
all
look,
with it.
it,
I'm
you can tell the budget's there. Like
the budget's
the
there.
budget's there. They was definitely
This
showing
movie
off.
is this is the movie that Zack Snyder went to Disney to make for Star Wars. He's like,
Yeah,
hey, let me make this Star Wars movie, and they were like, nah, it doesn't have any of our legacy characters in it.
yeah.
So he was like, all right. He went to Netflix, and they was like, yeah, we about to get into this. You know what I mean? Like, and like I said, it looks solid.
It looks
So we
very
got our
solid.
first look at it, which is why we got our first look at it at Gamescom.
Mhm.
Looks awesome. Looks awesome.
Yeah,
Continuing on the list, we got Call of Duty. My man Dennis definitely hops into duty. Listen, y'all,
yeah. I hop in
I
there.
have. I gave up on the Call of Duty a while ago. I don't do it no more. But I still recognize it as the games that drop every year and continuously shake up the industry because everybody plays it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah, we got the new Modern Warfare 3. Is this the first time they've done a Modern Warfare 3?
the first
Or we
time.
had Modern Warfare. Yeah, is this the first time or is this the
Because the one that
another
they
revamp?
the one that came out with Modern Warfare 2, was that last year? And I thought
That was a remake,
yeah, it was a yeah, it was a remastered remake kind of thing.
remaster. But is this one a remaster or?
I'm not too sure. I think it might be its own thing.
Might be its own
might be
thing,
its
right?
own
The
thing.
first time.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What else we got on this list? Man, Alan Wake 2. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
really big one. I've heard people talk about that as
People
well.
love Alan Wake.
I've never played Alan Wake.
I haven't played it either.
I've heard a lot of great things. I don't know if that's my type of game per se.
Yeah.
I don't want to not say it's not. I don't want to knock it, but
Right.
I'll have to look more into it. What else we got? Diablo 4 Season 2 is gonna be dropping.
Right.
I know a lot of you guys are into Diablo.
Right.
So we definitely want to get some people to highlight that, talk about that in the comments. Hey, listen, I'm telling y'all, this is gonna be my time now. Tekken 8 is coming in January. I will tell y'all now, for those that love fighting games, I will not only be on Mortal Kombat next month, but I'm hopping. And you know, Dennis is always in the Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be on that Tekken 8. Tekken 8 looks crazy. It looks like it's gonna take a very big advantage of the PlayStation 5 mechanics,
Mhm.
and the controller. So I'm super gonna be into that. And let me know who y'all mains is in Max actually as well in Mortal Kombat and Tekken. I'll tell you right now, Mortal Kombat mine has always been Raiden. And Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero first actually, and then Raiden. So I'm looking forward to see how they both play in this game. Because you know you got both of the Sub-Zeros in this new Mortal Kombat. And then for Tekken, I've always loved Yoshimitsu. That's my guy. The guy with the sword. That's always been my guy. Let's see what else we got from Gamescom. Gamescom is still going all the way till Sunday, so we will be on our socials showcasing some of the other stuff that has dropped. But as far as from up to date today, Assassin's Creed Mirage. So Dennis, I'm gonna let you go in because I know you like the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do some Assassin's Creed. They've strayed away from like what really made them popular the past few games, and I feel like apparently they're going back to like their roots here. Yeah, so they going back to I guess like pre-Arabic kind of era there. So it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be pretty nice. Hopefully, I think what hurts Assassin's Creed is a lot of their games. They've had so many games, and a lot of them play very similar to each other. So like, hopefully it stands out more. But I always will give Assassin's Creed a try. I always love the idea of being an assassin, and
the concept.
The concept is probably crazier than the game itself. But
it's interesting that you say that. That the gameplay changed these last few games and it deterred people away from it. I'll be honest with you. Origins was one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games.
Origins was good.
That was like the Egyptian one. I enjoyed that a lot. I think Odyssey and Valhalla after that I was a little iffy on.
Yeah, I played Valhalla. I couldn't finish it, but it was like I enjoyed it for what it was, but it's not. It's not Assassin's Creed. We were Vikings.
We were Vikings. It felt a little weird.
Yeah, Viking assassins. I don't know if that is the greatest mix, but It was cool for
They
what it
tried.
was.
I give them their effort. You know, E for
Yeah,
effort for attempting it. You
for
know.
sure, for sure.
What else we got here? Cyberpunk 2077. I know you said you had something to talk about that.
Huh. I just funny story. So I literally hold on. I got it right over here, bro. Hold on,
Oh
real quick.
yeah, oh yeah. You know when he get out
Hold
the
on.
chair, it's something exciting. Hold on. Oh boy.
Bro, I was in New York too while I bought this game, and this thing's still in the plastic, dog. I have not even opened it. I have not opened it at all. Like, I've been asking people every time I go to a video game store. I'm like, yo, so the Cyberpunk play nice now or what? Because I know it was super buggy when it first came out, so that turned me off from it. I never opened it.
Yeah.
So it's still brand new sitting here in this plastic, and I'm
That's
like,
wild.
eventually I'm gonna get to this thing, but yeah, hopefully I get all the perks and stuff when you go live with this too. So hopefully,
Well, yeah. So apparently they're doing a whole like new like update.
yeah,
It's like a 2.0 version that'll be like
DLC,
heavy on
yeah,
improvements and a DLC, new game mechanics. Apparently,
yeah. I need all that when I play it for the first time. I need all that.
It just is an overall redesign of the game, and it sounds
Yeah.
cool. I mean, I might have to get on there for streams. You know, we can get up in there and go
Get
crazy.
up in there for sure, for sure.
What else we got from Gamescom, y'all? Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Frontiers is coming with a free update this year. This year, they didn't say when this year, but just a free update with a new story, new playable characters, and new challenges. That's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually want to stream Sonic. I love Sonic. I mean, who doesn't love Sonic? He's one of the first original game mascots. You know what I mean? Like, so
I will be tuning in.
I'm definitely gonna be copping Sonic Frontiers soon, and once I finish Final Fantasy, before I start streaming Spider-Man to recap, I'll probably dive into some Sonic Frontiers. What else we got here? I think
That's about it.
Nah, right now we got a couple others. We got Black Myth Wukong trailer is coming out. I'm a little confused with the Wukong trailer because I don't know if this is a game only for PC, if this is coming out for consoles as well. I need to look more into this, but I've always liked the idea of the Wukong. You know, everybody knows Wukong is from the Journey to the West. Excuse me. A couple other things here, y'all. Marvel Snap is now available on Steam. And I don't know if you guys caught, but they put out a trailer today for it. Deadpool versus Ghost Rider.
Yep.
And Squirrel Girl versus Devil Dinosaur. I thought that was really cool. I love that animation style too.
Yep.
It's fun.
Super fun.
I just need some more stuff like that. What else we got in here? You were really excited about this
Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert. Yeah, so like one of my friends was really hype about it and kind of put me onto it a few months back as a game to look forward to. And I was like, all right, cool. And then now just seeing this trailer, because I didn't know much about it, he showed me like a little bit of gameplay. I guess they had an early trailer, but like seeing this trailer, I'm like, okay, this seems like a game I might pick up. And, I love my open world type things like this. Like you were saying, has like a mix of The Witcher a little bit, kind of has some Witcher vibes to it. Has some Assassin's Creed vibes, a little bit of the Ghost of Tsushima kind of thing. I really dig those kind of games. So I will be picking that up, and it looks like it might be a good one. So I'll be picking it up. You never know how good it can be, but I'll pick it up and give it a try for sure.
You never know. I'm over here checking out this Lords of the Fallen trailer. Apparently this is going to be a good one too. People were talking about it.
I have to check that one out too.
It looks more like a extended story trailer, so I'm not, and I can't. You never really could tell with story trailers, so I'm a little iffy on that. But that's really it we got for our game segment of our TAT episode today. This was a very heavy TAT episode, and we got one more segment for y'all that we're gonna dive into here.
Yeah, we'll keep it short.
Keep it real quick and simple. That is our manga and anime segment. So right now, for those that is in manga, it's heavy, crazy duty in manga right now. First off, Boruto is back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just talk about it.
They
All right,
snapping.
Boruto is back. Boruto is back. Boruto is back. My good sis Sarada, you feel me? She got her. She got
Sarah,
a new. She got. I don't know if y'all can even
is
see
that a new
it. She
dude?
got like. She got a. This is from Boruto. That's the joint we just put on the socials.
Mm,
But Shorty got she got a whole new fit. Everybody came back with it's a brand new manga,
yeah.
so it's not even really a a next chapter per se. It's not really a continuation of the manga. It's a whole new series called Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. It
Okay.
is super fire. It's after the time skip. I think it takes place like 2 or 3 years after. Everybody's older, new character designs, and it's basically showing you a bunch of the lore building off rip. We get straight into it, story and action.
Mm-hmm.
Shikamaru is the Hokage, the eighth Hokage at that, because Naruto is the seventh, so Shikamaru is the eighth Hokage.
Well deserved.
Right, well deserved.
Well
I'm a
deserved.
little iffy. I'm a little iffy on it, but I think it's well deserved. Um, Shikamaru's the eighth Hokage. Boruto and Sasuke are traitors, so that's interesting because Sasuke is considered a traitor again.
Again? No
Um,
way. Not again.
yeah, and it basically ends with, you know, Code coming back in and invading the village, and Kawaki and Sarda and the village trying to fight him off, and then
Okay.
Boruto shows up,
Okay.
and it's like, oh, bruh, Boruto's here, and he
Gotcha.
just look different. They all different. And it's really exciting, man, to have this back. They've been on like a 4 or 5 month hiatus, the manga,
Yeah.
before this new series came back. So I'm reading that. Black Clover, as y'all all know, is in its final arc, and it just finished its last chapter on Shonen Jump. So it will no longer be on Shonen Jump anymore, and it's only going to be on I think it's Giga monthly. So instead of it being like a weekly or a bi-weekly thing or a monthly thing on
Mm-hmm.
Shonen Jump, it's gonna be a lot longer on Giga, but it's in its final arc. So Black Clover, the manga, is in its final arc. And I think that's really it. You guys know Dragon Ball Super is still continuing through that
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Ball superhero movie. It's recapping the movie through the manga. I'm currently also reading Radiant and Zatch Bell 2. That's
Right.
ongoing every time the new chapter drops. And that's really all I got for manga. I'll let you do your manga if you got any. Then I'll
Not
go
yet.
into anime.
No, yeah, go ahead. You go straight to anime because I don't really be reading the manga like that. So go ahead, go straight
All
into
right. So
anime.
animes. I just started Tokyo Revengers, y'all. Super into
He
it.
been going through it. He been flying
I've
through
been
it.
going through it, man. I'm basically on the last season. I could probably finish this joint today. Nah,
Yeah.
maybe not. Maybe like tomorrow, a couple days from now. By this weekend, it'll be onto another anime, which would probably be Vinland Saga. That'll be
Okay.
the next anime after Tokyo Revengers. I've been heavy duty on my
I've been
binge
waiting on that
craze
too.
lately. And y'all know I continue up with everything weekly that I'm currently watching. Right now, I'll give y'all my go-to anime that's weekly, that's current, that comes out weekly. That we're waiting for, I should say, to come back on the 31st, and that is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Right.
Won't get too heavy into it because we are going to do another TAT episode about Jujutsu Kaisen when it comes back. But just wanted to talk about those two real quick that I do watch.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, that's it.
Yeah,
I'll let you
man.
go on to your little anime craze real quick. You're heavy into it.
Nah,
You go
yeah,
crazy
he
for the
bad.
anime.
Hey, bro, it's bad. It's bad, but hey, I love it, man. I love me some anime. As far as new anime right now, I'm watching the Zom 100, the bucket list of 100. Yeah, it's the newest one. I think it's got
Gotta
like
check that out.
5, 6 episodes. It's been on some delays too, so the way it's coming out is real funky, the scheduling. But so far, man, I really enjoy it. You know, without trying to spoil too much, as a guy that basically gets his corporate dream job, right? You know, first couple days loving it, but it's one of those jobs that it like basically sucks the life out of you, kind of thing. And he was starting to hate it, where he was only seeing circles and seeing gray and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, a zombie apocalypse happens, and he's hype, bro, because he don't have to go to work. That's literally the whole thing. So while this zombie thing, and it's cool how they portray the colors, because he was seeing so much gray, like the zombie blood spilling, like when they're eating people and stuff or biting people. Like the blood spilling is all kind of different paint colors and stuff. So like it's a very colorful type of thing. But it's brutal too, because they really killing folks. And some of them they're turning into zombies too. So every time they like bite and leave you alone, like you're a zombie, and it keeps getting more and more. But like the first couple episodes is this guy that's just super hyped that he ain't got to go to work. He just like living, like he just at the crib having beers and stuff like that. But then
chilling.
Every time he got to go out though, he got to dodge and swerve these zombies in the streets. And they, he hasn't really learned to like be smart about it until he met this girl, some other survivors. Because now it's getting to like, okay, so what do we do? Some other survivors out there, and she's really like on top of it. Her whole survival skills.
Heard you.
Yeah, her survival skills is on point. And she know how to like map things out. Like she be watching them. She studies them. Like some of them are runners, some of them are walkers and stuff like that. So, and obviously he got a little crush on her and stuff too. But yeah, it's pretty interesting so far. And he basically is like, before I die, before I get turned into a zombie, I got a list of it's the bucket list, like 100 different things. It's not at 100 yet. He's still filling it out, but he got a whole bunch of different things he's trying to do before he gets turned into a zombie. And he just like living that out. Like, he's hyped about it, so it's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's really cool anime so far. I enjoy it. But the anime that I'm reacting to on the channel, Bleach, man, every week I'm like obsessive with what's going on in this show. I know from the manga they've been leaving some things out. Like I've been seeing some people that even comment on my reaction, like, yeah, they not showing like everything the manga was showing. They're kind of going through it a little bit quicker. Like some of the battles last a little bit longer in the manga, which I know some people feel a certain way about it. But for the most part, people are really enjoying Bleach, and so am I and my brother. I'll be talking about it with my brother, geeking out with him almost every week about it. Again, just really love these characters. The last episode, one of the biggest characters that we all love, his name is Kenpachi. He had undergone some training, and he fought this guy that basically his whole power is imagination. Anything he can imagine, he can like.
That's wild.
Yeah, it can happen, which is so crazy. But he wanted to beat Kenpachi without imagining him dead, because he could have literally just imagined Kenpachi dead, but he wanted to beat him without that. And yeah, it's a hell of a battle. It's a hell of a battle, man. These characters. The villains are broken, bro. Their powers are broken for real. But
that's wild.
Yeah, man. We getting, but our people keep upgrading too, man. They keep leveling out, and it's really nice to see, man. Some characters that I feel like they were doing dirty for a while. They finally got they parts, right? They finally got their level ups, and it's really nice that they're doing that with some of those characters. So we're heavy into Bleach. In the middle of the show, I think they got a few episodes left till part 2 is done. But yeah, man, tune in to the reactions if you haven't so far.
Yes, sir.
We're having a lot of fun with it. I be laughing at myself while I'm editing the videos. My reactions be sometimes they funny, man. But yeah, man, loving Bleach so far. Anything else, man? Anything else anime wise?
Nah, I will say anime is pretty light right now. I got other animes that I've watched ongoing, and they just are at a midway point, or stopped. Like Rising of the Shield Hero season 3 is coming back in October. I'll say the fall is heavy for anime for me. In October it's coming. They announced that Demon Slayer is going to be 3 movies. Let's talk about that. We didn't even talk about that, but Demon Slayer apparently is going to get a 3-movie trilogy. Like the next arc is going to be a 3-movie trilogy or something like that. Like that's kind of I didn't even see that. I think I gotta look more into it. But yeah, I think we could talk more about it. Maybe our next episode will be more anime heavy, since Jujutsu Kaisen is gonna be in there. And like I said, October is gonna be heavy for anime. Rising of the Shield Hero returns, Spy Family returns, Doctor Stone returns. So yeah, we also got Castlevania coming in September. For those that love Castlevania anime. So we here for anime, man. We got some heavy
Yeah,
content. Like I said, I think next episode will be really good for
yeah.
some anime.
The last one I'm watching that's ongoing actually that I really love is Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. They're on season 2 as well, and
Okay.
that's a good one for anybody that's into that kind of anime. That's a good one right there. And
Well,
they
what about
really,
weren't you watching that other one?
yeah, I was
The
watching that one.
Muscles and Mule?
Yeah, muscles, magic and muscles. Yeah, I was watching.
Magic
That's
and
It's
Muscles.
done right now. It was 12 episodes, so yeah, it's done right now.
Got you,
First
got
season
you.
out the way, and I recommend it to anybody looking to have a good time, man. It's funny.
Everybody, alright.
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay.
But yeah, Jobless Reincarnation definitely Mushoku Tensei. If you're into that, like kind of reincarnated in another world kind of thing. Really good story. Really good story. And season 2, they doing their thing because he's broken apart from his family. They had this whole thing in the world where they separated everybody that's close to this guy, the main character, Rudy is Grey Rat. They had this whole like basically like a flash bang, and everybody's like separated. And they don't know who's dead and who's alive and stuff. And so he's kind of trying to reconnect with people right now. But right now he's also attending school to further his magic. So yeah, he's that dude. He's a pretty good main character too. So I really rock with that show. If anybody's interested in that kind of show, really really good. The show. That's all I got.
Got you.
That's
Oh,
all I
I'll give you one more, guys, before we head out here.
What's up?
That Studio Ghibli guy that he's making his last movie, last movie. Definitely gonna be. I forgot what it's called. It's like the something in the hair. So
Okay.
I don't remember, but
Yeah.
definitely gonna have to check that out. I mean, anything
Yeah.
Studio Ghibli, you know, we here.
I need to have a Studio Ghibli day.
I think I'm gonna do that with my girl. She hasn't seen a lot of the Studio Ghibli movies, so we about to go in. She's seen Ponyo though, and she loves Ponyo. So I'm like,
okay,
we about to go in. We about to go
nice.
in.
I need to have a
man,
day.
That's it. Yeah,
That's it,
he
man.
Inspired me. He inspired me to have a Studio Ghibli day, y'all. So
Nice.
Ghibli.
I think it's Ghibli. Yeah, it's Ghibli. We all right, man. We all right.
Listen, y'all. That's our TAT episode, man.
That's episode 10.
Episode 10.
It's a jam-packed one right there. It's a lot of stuff in there.
A jam-packed.
It's a jam-packed episode. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in there. I know we gave y'all a lot, but hey, man, tune in to us. The watch parties, you know, the lives that I usually do on Sundays, and then the TAT episodes, man. Tune in, and the reactions as well. And then tune in to my boy on Twitch. My man is heavy into the gaming thing on Twitch. It's a fun time in there. Right, they doing a lot of fun things over there, so definitely tune in to us, man. Follow us on the socials, participate in the giveaways, weekly giveaways usually. That's at the alt time on X and IG. And then join the Discord too. That link will be in the description below. Having fun doing this thing, man. Having fun doing this thing, and content's coming out, you know, and we're doing our thing. Yeah, man. Join us. Anything else you got to say, man? Anything else you got to say?
Nah, man. Just participate in the giveaway. Tune in. I'll be on Twitch most nights at 9:30. That's pretty much it. Like I said earlier, hashtag Blue Beetle Battalion.
Facts. Go see the movie.
See the blue screen. You see,
go see the movie.
It got darker. The blue came out.
Yep.
Support that movie.
Support the movie. Watch Ahsoka.
Supporting us.
Yep.
You see me now. Our first TAT episode. I'm back. Got the setup ready.
Setup is ready.
I'm here now.
Yeah.
I'm here now, y'all. We ready. So we're about to just keep doing this, giving y'all more things that y'all want to see, more collabs, more episodes. We still doing the podcast and the Spotify off of the TAT episodes.
Yeah, every TAT episode is on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So yeah, I usually upload them, you know, kind of same day. So yeah,
I mean,
check us out, man.
We here, y'all.
You can get it any kind of way. You can get TAT any kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Any kind of way. If you like podcasts, we there. If you want to watch the vids, we there. If you want to just come kick it with us live, we there.
Yep.
And then follow us on the socials for all other content. That's all we got for y'all, man.
And we appreciate y'all.
Jam.
That's right. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you comment. Leave a comment down in the comments section below. Yeah, man. It's a TAT episode. I'm Dennis Smith. That's my boy Jam. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.